I'm not sure if there's a question, but I felt to say, you've talked before about spiritual knowledge being innate, being of recognition rather than cognition. I came to faith through what would be described as 12-step culture.
No.
I suppose.
Many do.
That was my gift.
Yeah.
My life script was such that as an 11-year-old, my mother passed away. And so at the onset of puberty became the discovery of other ways of treating that wound, if you like, substance misuse.
Sure.
So at the age of 37, hitting in what 12-step culture was a rock bottom, I found myself, there was a moment of clarity, a realisation of what's been called the gift of desperation. Where I realised I looked at the world with the same eyes as an 11-year-old. And around that time I'd ended up being 12-stepped into 12-step culture. And I was to go to a lunchtime meeting one day, and I thought, these guys talk about God and prayer and this power greater than me. And so it was just myself and my dog living in what I would describe as a crack house at the time. So I shut the dog out of the room in case he told anyone what I was doing. I actually did that. It was quite a serious thought at the time. I didn't want this prayer thing getting out. I got on my knees, I put my hands together because I'd kind of seen it on TV a bit like that. And thinking that this addiction thing, this life of sometimes success and then cyclical failure, was about the loss of my mother. And on some level it was, of course. I put my hands together and I said to this thing that I had no relationship with, little comprehension of, but I was mirroring guys, which turned out to be really valuable. I put my hands together and I said to God, as I then understood him, I said this, please send me someone to love, because then I'd be okay. Thinking it was about female energy, companion energy. And into my conscious mind, from a deeper place than the usual thinking mind, with immediate effect, and in my voice, so it's only pretty convincing, came the words, I am love.
I am love.
Yeah, and it just opened for a moment. And I sat back on my haunches and thought, yes, I got it. I went off to the 12-step meeting and told them that I'd spoken to God, and they said, keep coming back. There's no question in that.
No, that's all right. It's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're a living example of falling upward. And the 12-step program has been a rediscovery of the gospel for many, many people. That we come to God not by doing it right, but by doing it wrong. And I don't know how we succeeded in missing that point, because it's so central in Jesus.